women who are the gatekeepers to sex. So men have lack of sexual discipline. There's some men out there that have lack of sexual discipline, but they're not the gatekeepers of sex. Ladies are. So what I'm saying is, do you also see, I see these men are having issues finding long-term relationships that are sustainable because they have a lack of discipline in this area. So what I want to see is, do you see ladies that have a lack of discipline in this area? Do you find it as a common theme on why they're having issues with relationships or no?
See, that's a challenging question because I feel like the people that I do talk to, right? So I feel like I speak to people, but I'm not really speaking. I guess it just depends on the circle. Because a lot of the women that I do speak to, right, like they are holding back because they really want to get to know somebody. They really want to get. So I think it's a challenge for me to answer that question because I don't come across it a lot.
No, that's fine. No. Okay. And that's it. So if you're not coming across that, that's not in your circles. Would you think in general that is the case?
Oh, general, definitely. I mean, so speaking, maybe if I speak to like my daughter, right, who is a teenager, and if I have her conversation with her about people in her school and, younger kids, and yeah, it's definitely a thing, right? She'll say like, so-and-so slept with somebody, or this girl got passed around. Like, so it's starting very young. So I'm going to say, yeah, it definitely is because it's starting somewhere. So there is in a different age group, definitely girls do have a hard time. I mean, I think it started from way back then, though. I feel like it hasn't changed. I think women just don't understand how to hold back. Like, I don't want to feel like there is no boundaries.
Why is that now? You say women don't know how to hold back. Why do you think that is nowadays? And then I want to piggyback on something you said after that too. Why do you think that is nowadays?
I think because they're so eager to find something that they're missing. So like I said, right, I feel like there is no self-love. There is nothing. I don't know. I think women are definitely, if a man says something to you, right? If a man says the words that you want to hear, we're so driven by words. Stop. Sorry. We're so driven by words that when a man says the right words, a woman will fall for it.
Yeah, I know that. I say all the time. Women love to be lied to. They just don't like to know or find out that they've been lied to.
Yeah.
Like, and people, like, a lot of ladies get triggered when I say that. They're like, we don't like to be lied to. I'm like, no, you do, until you find out it's a lie. Because as long as you never know it's a lie, ladies will then be on the roller coaster ride of the emotions. Men have understood that. So I agree with that. So now I wanted to piggyback on something, because you said, hey, maybe from the younger, not from the group of ladies that you're around now. So I don't know if that's an age, or if that's just a circle of people based off choices in life, or the groups of people that you're around now that you talk to, that you say that's not part of it. It's not part of that. Is it age group, or is it the
people that I've talked to, right? They've gone through so much trauma and so much part of disruptive that they're in that healing part, right? Where they don't want to repeat the cycles. They don't want to repeat the stuff that they've done in the past. So they're moving forward. And that's not what they're looking for. They're actually looking for real relationships, right? And I think the conversations we had, right, it's like when people really read and have a relationship with God, and they want to live by biblical principles of how relationships should be, that's what's changing them to do things differently.
So let me ask you, because then this is actually asked too. So are these the circle of people, are they, the age group is not younger, are they older?
30 and up.
So would you say, in their past, when they were younger, were they part of the younger group that you talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Then is it safe to say that maybe they have discipline now, but they didn't before, and it hurt them for relationships?
Yes.
So this is like the point that I was really trying to, really kind of, and I didn't know it was going to come out this way, but it was that. Sometimes we don't realize that the lack of sexual discipline at a certain part in our life affects us later. Sometimes people think that it's when we're doing it now is the reason when we can't have it, because I don't have discipline now. No, you may have messed up to where your discipline in the past, the lack of, actually is preventing you from today. Multiple could be reasons, from it. From that, there still could be trauma that you haven't healed from, that it still comes up, that certain ways, certain behaviors. And then sometimes, just even, for men, you get to a point where your options are the things that you want at a certain age based off your past, you may not be able to get. And sometimes it's hard for people to decipher that, like, well, everything that I thought that I wanted in a relationship, or that I felt that I wanted, I can't have.